Happy New Year! 2025 is here and we've got some big releases on the horizon. It's going to be the year of GTA 6, hopefully, the final season of Stranger Things, and my personal favourite, the release of Slay the Spire 2. Can't wait for that one. And Airsoft is no exception. We've already got some very exciting new releases on the horizon for 2025. I'm going to take a look at our top 10 favourites for the year in this video. So for this video, we're only going to be including products that have been officially announced but are yet to have a UK-wide release at time of recording. And we're going to try and limit it to one product per brand, but there's a couple of brands that have got a few exciting things coming in the future, so we're going to clump them together in one entry. But don't sit there and think that these are the only new things that are coming in 2025, because the start of the year is always a big time for new releases in Airsoft. We've got SHOT Show in January, we've got IWA in March, which BZ will be attending, and a ton of new products are bound to be announced at those shows. So keep your eyes on BZ's YouTube channel and our social media pages for more updates on what's new in the Airsoft world. But before we get started with our list, we've got two products that we need to give a little shout out to. Now, last week we recorded a video about the top new products of 2024 in Airsoft. Go and watch that if you haven't already after this one, of course. But between recording that and recording this, two of the products that we're most excited for January 2025 actually ended up arriving early. It was one of the craziest weeks in BZ history for new products. It was just one thing after another. So we're going to give them a little shout out right now because they can't be included for the 2025 new products, but they deserve to get a bit of a spotlight. First up, we've got a product that we did actually review on the channel a few months ago. You may have seen this. It's one of the first big reviews that we did. It's the Action Army Athena sniper rifle. It's available now at BZ and across the UK finally. It is a gas/CO2 powered sniper rifle. Basically, there's cylinders that go in the top here, and you can either put a CO2 capsule in it or you can swap there for a green gas cylinder. There's also different power cylinders available for it, so you can match it to the power limits in your region. It's very, very lightweight, extremely lightweight. It's got a good, strong construction. It's very, very easy to pull back with it being a gas-powered sniper, which makes it ideal for younger players. I think this will be a good candidate for a lot of people's first sniper rifle. It's got a bit of a Marmite design. We've seen a bit of a mixed response to it. Some people absolutely love how simple this thing is. Some people really don't. That's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. But I think it's going to be interesting to see what people think of the Athena in 2025. Now they can get their hands on it. Now that there's accessories available for it and upgrades. And also, I think it's important as well to know how you're using the Athena before you actually start getting up and going for a game with it, because once you're using it properly, we've seen really good results from this thing. When you know what cylinders to use, when you know how to properly load the cylinder, when you know that you need to put an attachment on if you're using a suppressor, you need to put the attachment on with the Athena. It's not going to be for everyone, but I think this is going to be interesting to see what people think of this in 2025. Action Army are known for making fantastic sniper rifle parts, so their latest offering, let's see what the verdict is in 2025. And finally, another product that we reviewed on the channel a few months ago. It's probably the most fun we've ever had making a review of a product. It's the Acetech Volcano grenade launcher. This is the world's first airsoft grenade launcher with a built-in tracer unit. We got to test this thing out on every single color it does. So basically for about an hour straight, I was just shooting this thing. It's so fun to use. I think these are really going to transform night games. And what more do you want? It's a grenade launcher with a tracer unit, and it works really well. Get some really good results from it. Go watch our video if you haven't already, see it in action. We've already seen a few people in the UK start pick these things up, and they're absolutely loving it. But I think in 2025, when more people get their hands on these things, this is going to change night games forever. Right, now moving on to the list. We're going to be ordering this list by expected release date in 2025. And we're also going to try and limit this to one item per brand, but for certain brands that is difficult because they've got a few things in the works. But let's get started. Right, first up, expected in very, very early January 2025. It's already in the air, on its way to us right now at time of recording. That is the Nexxus HPA Engine from Mech Labs. You've probably heard us talk about this a few times on the BZ channel lately, and it's no surprise because we're very, very excited for it, and a lot of people are as well. So many messages coming in about the Mech Labs Nexxus engine. The reason why it's so exciting is because it is a 100% mechanical drop-in HPA engine. That means that you don't need to spend time like wiring it up to your gearbox. You basically drop the entire thing in. It replaces your gearbox as well. It's 100% mechanical, but it does semi and full auto It is the only mechanical HP engine in the world that is capable of doing full auto. There are some electromechanical HP engines, and Polestar make one, that are absolutely fantastic, obviously, but they do still require battery power in order to achieve that full auto. The Mech Labs Nexxus engine does not need a battery at all. And the performance, we have shot it ourselves. We've seen other people shoot it in a trade show environment in the MOA in Taiwan. We were very impressed by what we saw when we personally shot it. But I think what speaks for itself is the amount of people who tried the Nexxus engine with absolutely zero problem at MOA. There was literally a constant queue of people for 2 days solid wanting to fire a Raven Evolution gun in MOA at Taiwan. So it's one person after another, completely emptying a full mag using the Nexxus engine installed into the gun for 2 days solid. Absolutely no problems. It didn't stop once. It is an absolute beast. Very, very excited to see what this does. You can expect to see a full video about the Nexxus engine here on the BZ Tactical channel, hopefully in January, February time, and we're going to show you what guns it works with. Basically works with anything that takes a Gen 2 Tokyo Marui M4 gearbox. Yeah, very, very exciting from Mech Labs. I think this is going to be taking over the world of HPA in 2025. Next up, probably the thing that we get asked most about on this list is the VMP2 gas blowback rifle coming from Wolverine Airsoft. We got a preview of this before everyone else did in January last year. We were very excited about it then. Got announced officially in March. Did get delayed a little bit, but that just means that the Volsk are making sure this thing is absolutely perfect before release. If the Volsk VMP1 is anything to go by, then the VMP2 should be absolutely fantastic. It uses the same magazines as the VMP1. Volsk have their own VMP magazines, but they also take MP9 magazines, which is fantastic because the UK market currently, we're not allowed to sell any officially licensed or replica MP9s. We'll cover that a bit more later in the video with another new release that's coming. But yeah, the VMP2 comes in, I think, 3 different versions. A gas blowback rifle. It's modular. It's part of the name with the VMP2. Volsk, they pretty reliable at making a good product. So the VMP2 should be absolutely no different. I know they've poured blood, sweat and tears into this thing. So very excited for that to release. It's going to land at BZ either very, very late January or very, very early February. So probably doing pre-orders of that in January as well, because I know so many of you have been asking about the VMP2. Right, moving on to KWA. We're expecting a massive shipment of this in January/February 2025. It's already on the way for us right now. KWA always send us so much stuff in one go. We've got restock of some of the favourites from KWA. We've got Ronin 47 magazines. We've got the M93R Raffica pistol that a lot of people have been asking for. But we've already also got some new stuff coming in 2025. We've got 2 new pistols with accompanying SMG kits as well. We've got the ATP GT. Gorgeous little thing. I think KWA are very underrated for their pistols. I think they make absolutely gorgeous pistols. The Mark IV, I think, is an absolutely gorgeous little pistol. We've also got the ATP Z as well with SMG kit. These are available without the SMG kit as well, or as a combo pack. Expect to see one of these will be arriving in early 2025, with the other arriving in later 2025. But that isn't our pick for this video, because there's one thing we're more excited about here at BZ. We mentioned it in the last entry with the VMP2. We're not allowed to sell MP9 replicas here in the UK because of a licensing issue, but we will be able to sell the brand new KWA TAC 9. This is a gas blowback SMG, and it takes MP9 mags. We all know that KWA are known for making a fantastic MP9. For my money, the KMP9 by KWA is one of the best gas blowback SMGs available on the market. Sadly not available in the UK though, so that gives high hopes for the TAC 9. This is a preview model that we were sent in mid-2024 to show off at BZ Fest, so the event that we hold every year here at BZ. More info for the BZ Fest 2025 to come very soon, guys. I know a lot of you have been asking about it, but that means that we can't really show this thing off. We've not really tested this thing out because it's not really representative of what the finished product is going to shoot like. But once this lands in the UK, we will definitely be doing a video about it, because we've been crying out for a great MP9 replica in the UK. We know the Vosk VMP was the closest thing we could get, and they did a smashing job with that. But to have KWA themselves make a new version of an MP9 with the TAC9, it's very exciting stuff. I think this is going to be a big favourite amongst gas flowback fans in 2025. It wouldn't be a BZ YouTube video if we didn't talk about CTM-TAC. These guys have become one of our favourite brands here at BZ since we started stocking them in July. I can't believe we've only been stocking them like 5 months, because they are already one of the biggest brands that we sell here, one of the most popular. In December 2024, we saw the release of their new Shark Uppers. Expect to see some very shiny, exciting looking builds, AAP builds with using the Shark Uppers very soon. We've just been inundated with tech work recently, so we haven't had a chance to make any AAP builds, but they're coming, guys, don't you worry. We'll be doing some more AAP custom build videos in the near future, but CTM already have a couple of other things in the works that will be landed here in very early 2025. Could be January, could be February, maybe as late as March, but no later than that. They've got the new AAP folding stocks. These are ambidextrous. They have adjustable length as well, so you can fit it to what's comfortable for you. Those will look fantastic with the CTM modular upper kits and other AAP builds in general. They also have the new M4 angled mag adapter. So basically, if you have a mag adapter, rather than it go the mag facing down like this, the M4 mag, it'll face out to the side like this. This means that you can get lower to the ground if you're a speed softer, if you're a competitive player. It means that you can lay it lower to the ground. You're gonna have more clearance when you're laying down, but also it could just be comfier for people when they're holding the gun. It could just look better, but you've got a choice of, rather than having it straight down, you'll have it to the side. And we can confirm that these aren't expensive. You're not going to be charged much, if at all, anymore compared to the CTM HPA adapters that we have available now. They're already, I believe, the cheapest HPA M4 adapter for AAPs and high cappers available in the UK, and the angled ones, there's going to be no difference with that as well. Very excited for them to land in early 2025 as well. But that isn't actually the thing we're most excited for from CTM. We have alluded to this a couple times in previous videos, but CTM are working on something that is as yet unannounced. We're very, very excited for this when this drops. Hopefully this could be announced in time for IWA in March, but that's down to CTM. But we've been going back and forth about this new product that they've been working on. We've been assisting with them a little bit on it. We're very, very excited to see how this thing works when it comes out. CTM are trying something new, and we're all here for it. We're excited to see the reaction from the airsoft community when it's announced as well. So expect to see something from CTM, and of course we'll be covering it here at BZ in 2025. Something else you'll hopefully see in early 2025 here at BZ. It's one of the newest brands that we started stocking here at BZ. It is Wolverine. We started stocking them in November, but we already have a significant amount of the Wolverine and Heretic Labs line, which is about to expand it in 2025 with their brand new HPA shotgun. Soon we'll see the release of the Gen 12 MTW HPA shotgun and the Havoc HPA shotgun engine as well. This thing has been causing a stir online. Some people really excited for this. Some people are already saying this thing is going to get banned. This shotgun is licensed from Genesis Arms through Taran Tactical. It is a replica from the John Wick 4 movie. Personally, I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I think they've done, as Wolverine always do, they've done a fantastic job of making this thing. I think it comes with a 120 round magazine, which for a shotgun is pretty great. It fits 308, the DMR magazines as well. Some people are saying that this is not going to be approved for indoor use here in the UK. Well, that remains to be seen, but there's absolutely no reason this can't be used outdoor. We've seen preview videos of this thing, and getting shot by it isn't bad at all from what we've seen, but it just looks so fun to use. I think a lot of people are going to be very, very excited to pick these up. I think when these get announced as arriving at BZ and we put these up for pre-order, I expect pre-orders for these to go very, very soon, because Wolverine just do HPA fantastically. I don't think there's ever been a problem with a Wolverine product that comes to mind anyway. A pretty unanimous decision among airsofters that Wolverine just make fantastic out of the box HPA guns, and I think their shotgun is going to be absolutely no exception Very excited to see that land in 2025, and I'm very excited to see actual gameplay of it as well, because I think if used correctly, it's going to be very, very fun. Up next, something that we've been showing off since May 2024, and we've been asked about constantly ever since. We wish we could give you more updates about it, but unfortunately we can't at the moment. It is the FMG-9 from Maruyama. This thing may look like a briefcase, but I am not Will Mackenzie. This is actually a folding machine gun. This isn't a conversion kit either. This is a complete pistol. So if you don't want to convert a pistol that you've already got, I know conversion kits are available from other brands, but Maruyama have made the full complete pistol itself. I can promise you that you'll never ever get tired of unfolding this thing. We can't really speak for how it shoots. We have tried it, it works fine, but we don't know if this is relative to what the finished model is actually going to be like. We were sent this quite early. It's still not had a wide release across the world. I think it's may have had a limited release in Asia, but it's not available here in the UK yet. We do plan on stocking this thing at some point in 2025, but currently we don't have any updates, but follow us on social media for more updates about upcoming releases. For this next entry, we're going to be grouping two brands together because they're making some very, very similar products in 2025. That's ITP and Airtac. They're both making drum mags for the Tokyo Marui Sega guns. Very, very exciting news for Sega owners. ITP, we showed off their Sega drum mag in November when we visited MOA in November 2024. We saw their stuff. We were very, very impressed by their stuff at the MOA Expo. They specialize in drum mags and accessories. They make really good quality drum mags. They got a good reputation over in Taiwan. Unfortunately, I don't think we will be stocking them in 2025, but who knows? Things could change, we could end up stocking them. But currently we don't have any plans because we like to take one thing at a time here at BZ. We like to focus on the brands that we are stocking, making sure we make a good, providing a great service for all of those brands. But we're more than happy to recommend brands that we don't stock if we believe in their products. ITP, we know, make great drum mags, and we're really excited to see their new Sega accessories arrive here in the UK in 2025 and see them in action because they do look so cool. As do the Airtac drum mags. Airtac products, again, another brand that we don't stock here at BZ, but they are used by some members of the BZ team. Highly recommend them. They have something that we don't have here at BZ, and they will have some Sega drum mags very, very soon. So whether you go with ITP or Airtac, it's very good news for Sega owners in 2025. Up next, we've got Archwick, who are busy making the APC9K officially licensed from B&T in 2024. Go watch our unboxing video if you haven't already. But in 2025, you can expect to see an AEG version of the APC9. Very excited for that. Also, you may actually see a HPA version of this in MOA in Taiwan in November 2024. Archwick was showing off the APC9 with a Nexxus engine that we talked about earlier in the video, pre-installed in the APC9. The great thing about the Nexxus engine is that they can just drop into different platforms. So we know that Archwick have been testing them out with the Nexxus engine. Raven Evolution have been testing it out with the Nexxus engine. We know a couple of other manufacturers have been really interested in the Nexxus engine. Basically, you'd be able to buy a HPA ready version of your favorite rifle, just have the Nexxus engine pre-installed. So you may see a HPA version of the APC9 very soon, but you'll definitely see an AEG version coming out in 2025 from Archwick. Next, we move on to VFC, and if it's a VFC gun, it's worth getting excited about. So we can't really pin this down to just one thing. They've got a few things in the works at VFC for 2025. First up, we've got their new line of Maxim defense rifles that they're launching in 2025. We've got the MD9, the MDX, and the PDX. And something I'm excited for because it's not like anything else we stock here at BZ, it's the PPSH-41. Of course, this is gas blowback, because VFC, they're known for being masters of gas blowback. What I'm excited for about this gun is because obviously the look of it is a lot different to anything we stock. I think it'll pique a lot of people's interest. I think the design of it is really gorgeous. But another thing I'm excited for is the fact that how strong this thing is. At MOA in Taiwan in November, we saw this thing being demonstrated at the gigantic VFC booth. VFC go all out every MOA show, and the guy who's demonstrating this, for VFC worker who's demonstrating this rifle, he was using it as a seat to demonstrate how strong this rifle is. Basically, standing the gun upright and then using the magazine as a seat and just sitting there like with no support, so you're just leaning back on the gun. Whether it would support myself here in or some of our other colleagues from BZ, I'm not naming any names, Joe, but whether it's strong enough to hold a big boy like me remains to be seen. But the fact it could withstand that in the demonstration, it's got very high hopes for VFC in 2025. As always, those guys absolutely smash it. I really hope we can stock more of their GBBs in 2025. And finally, probably the biggest name in Airsoft, we've got to move on to Tokyo Marui. They've got a couple of guns launching in about summer 2025. We'll start with the SIG 553. Classic style of gun that is available from multiple brands, but Tokyo Marui, obviously anything that they do, we're going to get excited about it. Rather than going for the 552, they've gone for the 553, which is the more modernized version of the 552. Comes with a fixed top rail and a handguard with the rails on it for mounting accessories. Tokyo Marui smash it out every gun that they do. Really excited for that to drop. Personally, I'm really excited for the M1851 Navy pistol, that revolver that they've coming out. We don't see many revolvers in Airsoft, but if anyone's going to do it right, it's going to be Tokyo Marui. This thing basically just looks like a pirate's gun. I think it's going to lead to some really interesting loadouts here once it releases. So I'm excited to see what they bring with that. From what we've heard from the people who've seen it in person at their recent new product showcase, people are really impressed by this thing. They've gone above and beyond with the details, as they always do. But there is also one more thing I'm very, very excited from Tokyo Marui. A while back, Tokyo Marui released a P90 in pink. It's in conjunction with the LNENN anime. I'm sorry, I do not know how to say that. Our shop manager, Bailey, will be watching this video and screaming out because he has been dying to get his hands on this thing. But it's not been available. It was a limited edition, but they've announced that they're bringing out a P90 Plus in this absolutely gorgeous pink color in 2025. Hoping and praying we can get our hands on that thing here at BZ. We've been crying out for more pink stuff in Airsoft. We are starting to see this slowly creeping in here at BZ. But yeah, pink P90s coming in 2025 once again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you can get yours at BZ because I'd love to see it here. And that's about it for new releases for 2025 right now. Obviously, later this month, we've got SHOT Show. Expect to see the American brands come out with some brand new releases there. IWA in March, that is always a hotbed for new releases. That's why we saw the announcement of the G&G Levi last year, which caused a massive stir, the VMP2, etc. So plenty of new releases to come in 2025 that we haven't heard about. But there's going to be some new releases that we have already heard about that we didn't include in this video. So if you missed out your most exciting new release of 2025, do let us know in the comments. What are you most excited for, guys? We really want to know. And of course, for more videos like this, please remember to like and subscribe to BZ. We've already got some big videos coming for you in January 2025. We've got a review of the new Amarok 250 round M4 mid-cap magazines to come in. Really impressed by those things, spoiler alert. We've also got a new updated shop tour video, so you can have a look around the BZ shop here in Teesside and see all the things that we stock if you're a fancier road trip. We're going to be doing a review of the Nexxus engine once that arrives, and you can expect to see some updates about BZ Fest 2025 in the very near future. But remember, like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.